Good morning, welcome to the Bluestone Villa. Excuse my coffee making itself here. No. I've had a coffee malfunction. Good morning. welcome back to the Bluestone Villa. Hopefully you will be seeing this tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm filming the day before. I thought I would do, instead of like a regular renovation diary, I thought maybe we would do like just a bit of a day in the life of our home renovation. It's definitely not as kind of intense at the moment as it would have been 2 years ago. Should have filmed then. I was thinking the other day that James and I used to get up at like ridiculous o'clock on a Saturday morning and just work right through till quite late in the evening, and same on Sunday as well. We've been a bit more low-key in 2021, but we do have lots of things on our list because we have scaffolding going up this week because we are having our house re-rendered and repainted. So big job, really exciting job. It's already delayed. We haven't even started, guys, and it's already delayed. Basically, our plasterer contacted us yesterday, I think, to say that he was running a week behind on his other job. So he needs to start a week behind. We contacted our scaffolders to see if we could just put them back by a week. We cannot do that, which is fine. They were very nice and said that they would put it up still because they're booked up the week afterwards, and then they actually will not charge us for the first week, which is very nice. James went to school with one of them, so maybe that's why they're being so nice. I don't know. Don't know if that's normal or not. But yeah, so they are helping us out with that, which is really great. So got that all organised. We weren't going to tell our house painter because don't really know where we're going to be at with that, to be fair, until it all starts. So we've just kind of was thinking we will let him know, but not yet. And then he contacted us yesterday as well to say that he is also delayed. Yeah, basically he's now going to be like, I think several weeks behind, which I was quite surprised about. I don't know, which is a bit annoying because I think James worked out that possibly it could be another like £300 worth of scaffolding because of it. So that's irritating, but I mean, it is what it is, right? James is currently like thumping outside. So we took the jasmine out last weekend and he's now trying to get the stump out from the ground. He's got a long old list of things to do. We basically are trying to prep for the scaffolding to go up. So there's like a number of jobs we need to do. We need to measure up our air brick, great things. They're probably the Victorian ones. You know me, I love restoring and retaining an original feature, but I just feel like this is one of them that can go. So we need to measure those up because we're gonna buy some new ones. We have like some weird thing outside that we need to try and rectify. It's like a piece of like wood screwed to our wall. So we think maybe something came out there at some point from our kitchen. So, we would have said boiler, but we don't think it is boiler now. But anyway, so we're going to take that off because James is possibly going to brick that up. Ahead of painting, obviously James has said taking the jasmine stump out. He's got to take another tree stump out from the front. Yeah, just all like little bits and bobs that are going to help us organise in time for the scaffolding to go up and for this big job to start. I equally need to do lots of things around that as well. So I need to figure out what colours we're gonna paint our doors, and so I'm gonna do a bit of that today. Yeah, it's kind of all in the details. I need to look up like the different bits and pieces. We need new lights for outside, just because it all makes sense to do that at the same time. We need, yeah, new lights outside because the one over our front door in particular is not very nice. It's also not central, which is really irritating. And then, yeah, we also have a new back door. Well, not in, is the back door. So we actually, it's just a bit old. We actually paid our kitchen fitter to paint this door for the time being, and he didn't do it, but that's a whole other story, so whatever. So we've just been living with it like this. We obviously want to get rid of it, A, because it's old, but B, mostly because of the cat flap. We obviously don't want that. It's letting in a draft. Yeah. So we ordered a new door. So we've gone with a stable door still. I think it's like a solid oak, which is a little bit sad because we probably are going to paint it, just because the colour won't really match the rest of the room. But it's a beautiful door, double glazed like windows and stuff, so we're going to have that fitted soon as well. So it's like all like the little details that are really going to help elevate the outside space. This is the door here, expertly laid down on our dining room floor. But yeah, so it's very similar, but it's just got 4 panes instead of the 9 that we've got in the other window. What's up? It's too hard for it. Paving slabs are so thick. I actually can't believe how thick they are. I've come indoors, it's so cold outside and it's not much warmer inside. It's 15.5 degrees in here. I've just turned the heating on. I've come up to our middle landing because actually I have really halted on the stuff around here and I just kind of want to get it finished, and yeah, just feeling like it's nice and, you know, as complete as can be, and that we can use it and feel like it's a comfortable space to use and not just like half done. So I need to not do huge amounts actually on this middle landing section. So some of the things I've got to do are, there was already paint on the window that we've got above here. Up here, if you can see, there was already paint on the windows prior to us, and I have repainted this now. So I just now want to, I just wasn't careful because I knew somebody else hadn't been already. So I need to go around with like a blade and scrape all of these off. And then I do need some help from James on the very top bit, which might not happen today, to be fair, because he's got lots of other things on his list. But above here, it needs to be painted. I just couldn't reach when I was doing it before. This, I would say, is like not perfection. This is not perfect because this isn't going to be forever here, and so we've not spent, or I've not spent, a huge amount of time doing anything like weird and wonderful to this because it won't be there forever. That will be knocked through eventually when we do our other building work. So yes, I want it to look nice. Yes, we want it to be smart in the interim, but you know, it's a bit of a bodge around the whole window, I think. Looks a bit sad, whoever did that or whatever was done with that. And so I just, it's one of those things that like, it just doesn't make sense to spend a huge amount of time on it because actually it's not staying and it will come out eventually. So we're just trying to smarten it up, at least make it look nice, and or as nice as possible, and then yeah, eventually that wall will come out. I'm sure it was put in fine, but it's not, it's a bit rough around the edges up there is what I will say to that. Then annoyingly here, I always say annoyingly, I don't think the camera is kind of picking it up. Can you see? So this is where we swatched some paint colours when we first moved into the house. So we swatched them in lots of different spaces, like downstairs and then also up here as well, so that we could kind of get a sense with all the different lights. And annoyingly, this one is still kind of showing through the paint. So I've painted that wall quite a few times and it's still showing through. This wall, I would say in general, is a little bit imperfect. As I said, this whole space on this bit is not going to be like absolutely perfect, just because there are some imperfections that predate us that, yeah, will be ripped out eventually. So it's kind of make it nice, but also let's not waste our time doing anything mental. James is working hard. He puts me to shame because between every job I like pause and look at my phone for ages, and James is just like, no, I must work and I must only work. He's currently creating, so there's obviously a lot of soil back there, but the bedding was a little bit, the beds were a little bit deeper, so he's just making this a little bit more shallow. There was like trees in there that we've taken out and stuff like that, and obviously we'll be replanting loads of stuff, but sometimes you need to take stuff out to really think about it and start again. So yeah, so he's creating the border because he's now going to throw grass seed on the bit that obviously is no longer going to be the border, and obviously we're gonna grow grass there and regrass that. So that's what he's been up to. He's also pulled out that tree stump, the jasmine tree stump, which I think was quite hard work. Bless him. And he said to me, he said if we didn't need a new patio where he did that before, we do now, because he's cracked some of the paving slabs trying to get them out so he could get the thing out. So yeah. James also said to me the other day, I thought you would all enjoy this, it was a bit funny. He also said to me, James died working hard, Louisa filmed it. Anyway, I should get on with some work really. Jibber jabbering away. Oh, hello. I can't work out here today, it's too cold.
Yeah, I can't see how that's a complementary colour.
I know, I have to say, I'm a little bit sceptical, to be honest. I kind of don't know if I'm going to like it. See,
I can see it.
You can see it brings out the green in the Hague blue, definitely. Does it make it a bit cold and a bit...
No, I don't think so, because you're... That way, put it in direct sun like that. Get that white, and then that's how it would be.
Yeah.
It's always going to be separated by... But I do...
I mean, I suppose in a way I should relax a little bit, because like you said about the other thing, it could, you know, eventually that door will be changing anyway. So, you know, what's the worst? You've got to live with it a couple of years, but...
Well, ultimately, you can paint it. Let's have a look at the front. You've got... That would give you an idea of the gap.
Yeah.
I quite like that. I don't know what other colour you would...
I know, that's the problem. I don't really know.
It does make that blue look very green though. What are the other ones on the colour palette?
I forget. There isn't really. It's like just... I do like it. I don't dislike it. It just feels... Yeah, I don't know.
It's just not what you expect. Not the colour you was thinking, is it?
I don't know what colour I thought about for the front door, to be honest. I didn't have anything in my mind.
I don't mind it. I think it looks alright.
Yeah, see, I like it there. It just feels quite punchy next to the, like with the Dix blue. I think that's what it is. When I say punchy, I don't know how to say it, like, yeah, maybe a bit jarring. It looks okay on camera. the important things. Yeah, I just feel like it makes it really green. Oh, I don't know. I feel like that looks really green. I know, I cannot do stuff out here. It's just too cold. Couldn't imagine it in my head, and equally still cannot imagine it now. It's on a piece of wood. So we have to pick the front door colour and maybe the back door colour as well. But I definitely want a different colour to the house, but I feel like it's a bit jarring next to it. It actually is one of the Farrow & Ball complementary colours. So they have like different colour schemes like on their website, and Hague Blue is one of them that mixes with that, but I just don't know if I like it. I feel like it's a bit too cold. I feel like it makes the Dix Blue a bit frosty in colour a little bit. I don't know. It's not really how I imagined. I know I've got my stiff key blue here on my door. Let me come up the steps so you can see properly. So that's stiff key blue, and I really do like it. Lighting's not great in here, guys, sorry, but that looks really cool. I don't imagine the front door being Dix Blue as well. Like, I think it needs to be a different colour. I might need to have a little bit of a look at the colour schemes, but the rest of the colours on the colour schemes for Dix Blue weren't particularly exciting. I've got a feeling they were like kind of all white, or then maybe Hague Blue, and then that was kind of, and then a really deep red, which I do not plan on painting my front door that colour. I need to think about this. Good times. Yeah, see, these are the colour schemes. So Dorset Cream and Blazer. I don't like the look of those. Oh. Then Skimming Stone and Pointing. Conforth White and Purbeck Stone. And then Hague Blue and Black Blue. I guess I kind of imagined my door having colour too. And I feel like these two and these two are a bit nothingy in the respects that they're just a light colour. But then if you look up here, like look, this house has it on their door with like their house a creamy colour, which looks quite nice to be fair. But I mean, it's the opposite way around, isn't it? What's everybody else done? Oh, who knows? Maybe we need to go darker. Maybe we need to go black blue. Oh, that's so pretty. Looks like James's mum's front door. Has anybody... I don't know. Oh, maybe the people that have this colour on their house round the corner, they have it with the door in like a similar kind of colour. But they've got a lot more white around that door than we will have around ours, so I just think that'll be too much. This is awful. I'm gonna be honest, Fanball, not a fan. So, I've just done a quick Pinterest search. Of course, there's no pictures of anybody using it on render. That is looking like, oh, that's a stiff key blue front door against it. That's as close, I think, as I'm going to get to kind of looking at what the Dix Blue next to. Yeah, I'm not keen. Then... that's a pretty room. I reckon that's like a... that won't be black blue, because obviously it's a different thing, but I wonder whether that is kind of how black blue would look. Yeah, see, look, that looks great there, but we just don't have that same amount of white around ours to like make that look like it would be okay, and I just think it would be too much. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even think that necessarily is Dix Blue. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but great front door. Oh, gang. That's punchy, but it looks great with the gold or brass. Cool. So, just so we're all clear, I've got no idea. James is out there planning out our Hebes. We managed to pick some up from B&Q. Oh. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I didn't know, annoyingly, I've got two of those shamrocks.
Yeah.
The lighter variegated leaf, but one I've picked up is a different variety.
That might have been me that picked that up, though.
Looks very similar, but it's a slightly different variety. So I'm going to plant that
over this side.
Over here, down here, at the end here.
They look good though. I can walk on this, can't I?
Yeah. I've made it a bit messy. I need to give it a check again.
No, I think these look good, dude.
But I didn't know where you wanted to put your lavender then.
Well, I was kind of thinking that, like, where you've got, like, so say, for example, you've got those three, that then the next one would be a lavender, and then you do the same pattern again. Does that make sense? Or are you thinking something different?
Yeah, I wasn't too sure.
I liked it because that's what the compasses had done. They had lavender in there as well.
Which adds a different smell.
Yeah. Yeah, so instead of putting that one
straight there,
move it all along one and have leave room for a lavender. So it's as if you've got so basically alternating like
you
4
can
plants.
Stick the lavender in there as well, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point actually.
And I thought I'd keep this bit here back. I mean, if you get a lavender in there, move that to there. And then you'll get a lavender in there.
Yeah.
And then leave this clear here, because I thought I might end up putting a climber in there or something.
Yeah. like a jasmine, like, and then it like can get deep down and then it can lift the patio up as well. Oh, it's too cold out here. It's freezing. I'm going in to try and carry on with that middle landing. Right, I got distracted. So we painted the wood to check the colour. So now I have come up to the middle landing to get on with stuff up here. So I've written myself a little list. I think today I might just, I've not got huge amounts to do on this landing. So I think at the very least, I'm gonna get just some of the little like prep jobs done. So like I said, like the blade against the window to get the paint off. I need to also sand that section that I showed you as well, just to give it a light sand, and then probably repaint that. Painting might happen tomorrow, I suppose though. And then I also need to caulk some of the beading around the bottom of the skirting board, and then that needs a paint, because I think that's just a primed beading that we've put in, and I need to actually just caulk it to fill in the gaps. I'll show you now. So yeah, there's like gaps there, so I need to caulk all along and then repaint that, and I need to obviously give all of this a dust as well, because it's collected dust residue from all the other work we've been doing. But yeah, so I think at the very least I'm going to do those prep jobs. Hello. So this is the blade that I'm going to use. I think James just got these from Amazon. Stanley something or the other, but yeah, give this a whirl. Stuff like this all the time, but like I've never seen the results. But sorry, it's twisted around my hand, but actually 100% does work. Life changing.
So this wasn't exactly how I expected the day to end. But in true style, not everything always goes to plan, and yeah, we basically came up against a bit of an issue. Yeah, kind of work halted to look at that and discuss that and find a solution for that. And next thing I knew, it was the end of the day. It's actually pretty early still. It's like 9 something, I think. James is really tired, he's gone up to bed, and to be honest, I'm going to follow up there soon as well. So that's a day in our life.